Okay. There's something that I've noticed. Like, I was trying to figure out, Mkhwanazi became a household name. The branding. I started doing videos about Mkhwanazi way before Mkhwanazi, before the July 6th, way before that. And I will tell you this as a YouTuber. If you go to my channel, SA Infotainment Podcast, you will notice I started speaking about Mkhwanazi this, and
because obviously there was lots of things. There was the taxi things. Remember, there was those things that he had brought peace to the taxis.
I'm trying to understand from a branding perspective. Was it intentional? Somebody was working behind the scene to popularize the name, or it just happens natural? Because we spoke about him. I do this, for instance. I test things on YouTube. Sometimes I just say this video is about testing something. I'll put your name and talk about you and look at the reaction from the people and read the comments.
Yeah, some people are not charismatic. So the other commissioners are not charismatic. They appear on TV as well. Whenever there's a protest and everything else, the Gauteng commissioner appears as well. What does he say? -1 problem or whatever. Whoever. -1 problem. Okay, that's funny, right? That's funny one time. You keep doing that again, you're not saying anything. You're not saying anything of substance. Mkhwanazi engages with the community. He speaks to the taxi owners, tells them, listen, we cannot have a problem where I am feeling like I am unable to control the situation around here. Because if I'm unable to control the situation, I will bring in force. And I'm the one who's got the monopoly on force. You cannot use force. You are civilians. So we cannot have a situation where I've got a monopoly on force and then I'm bringing it upon you as civilians because you won't be able to defend yourselves. Did you hear what he said to those taxi owners? That's what he said.
To those who doesn't understand, there was a video of General Mkhwanazi where he was telling taxi owners that, guys, nifuni impi noma yini. But before he gets to that, he's trying to talk to them and say, you guys, you use your taxis, you send people. When I'm dealing with them, they tell me, no, we were sent by so-and-so. And that problem keeps coming again and again. What do you want from me? Because I'm trying to communicate with you. But you guys are not helping me. What do you want? Do you want force? I will bring it. And they were like, no. Just to remind you the video.
That's exactly what happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's the charisma of Mkhwanazi. You don't see any of they deal with the same thing. Right now, they were burying another Alexandra taxi boss, right? So the Gauteng police chief deals with the taxi murders all the time. They burned someone at Maponya Mall. That was a taxi association. There was protests, strikes about that. You know what I mean? So they deal with these things all the time. But why, when we see them on camera, we just don't gravitate towards them? They're not charismatic.
Yes. But that's exactly what I was trying to...
I think Mkhwanazi was a fan of Batman. He knows what the police commissioner's job is. And he knows that Harvey Dent, you know what I mean?
Oh, but make me understand. Because one will say, you can find a charismatic person, you know, somewhere. But the person doesn't do well from a media's perspective, such that we don't get to talk about that person on a social media level. Where we, for instance, on a social media, we spoke about Mkhwanazi such that even the mainstream media, even if they wanted to ignore him, they can't because we speak about him. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
People are called Mkhwanazi.
Exactly. There's even Twitter accounts wanting to use his name. You know what I'm saying? Some of us will call him Mkhwanazi boys. I know you, General. I know you. Let me keep quiet. Talk about the general who calls me Mkhwanazi boy, the one who was angry. But it's fine. I'm saying, do you think it was just natural that somehow that guy got branded and became the person he became?
No.
Or it was just people working towards that?
He's anointed, right? But he was also appointed. There's a reason why everything he did it in record time. He was the youngest guy to be propelled here. He was showing his level of competence at a very young age as a natural. Do you understand what I'm saying?
The word competence now you have not only used against, you have not only used in describing Khumalo, you used that very same word in describing Mkhwanazi.
That's the level of confidence. All their confidence comes from their competence. You know what I mean? Their competence in certain fields. Like I said, Khumalo, in his level of competency, he's got full competency. Mkhwanazi doesn't have the same capabilities that Khumalo has, but he's got full competency where he does have his capabilities.
He tells
you understand?
Mkhwanazi will tell you. Even said it with Adams. Adams, if Adams wants me to deal with him the court route, it's fine. But if you want, we can meet in the field. And I'm prepared to die. That guy said those words many times. I'm prepared to die.
What was he trying to say to you? Is that you think this Adams guy is a parliamentarian? This guy is busy arresting crime intelligence bosses, stopping them from preventing the crimes that are about to happen to you, taxpayer.
Wait, please say that again.
Yes. This guy is trying to get bosses of crime intelligence arrested. Fadil Adams. He's the one that brought this case to IDAC. To the point where they had to even chase him out. You understand? For what? What was that? Why are you chasing him out? Because you can watch it on YouTube. Him being in the room, what is he going to do? Because he's not even part of the committee. He's not even speaking. You know what I mean? So, that's what Mkhwanazi was trying to say, is that you guys see this guy as a parliamentarian, whatever. This guy has been sent here to do the dirty work of these underworld bosses. That's how they've infiltrated the system. They're even sending people in here. You guys are voting, thinking you're voting for people who are making change. And no, you're voting for people who are coming in just to protect criminals. It's that bad. It's not even coming in just to get rich. No, it's to actually protect criminals.
Okay. Let me get my answers now. I get this. You are talking about something that people can relate to so that you can now make them understand something else. Let's talk about branding. How did you brand yourself from the moment where you were, we saw you?
I was consistent and honest. That's how I branded myself. That's the thing, that I was consistent and honest and reliable. Simple thing. Consistency and reliability. You know what I mean? And transparency.
Okay.
Those are the things.
Were you intentional about creating a story that can sell till today?
No. I knew that my life is amazing. I'm keenly aware of the things that I do and the things that I'm involved in. And I knew that at any point in time, if anyone gets to understand the things that I'm involved in, I know that they're amazing. Like I do historic things. Sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, damn, this is historic. This is so amazing. You know what I mean? This is like, wow. If only the world could see what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So I know that that's happening. And then me just talking about the things that I do, I know that those are amazing things. You know what I mean? And it's just honest. And I've got lots of experience and, I've got competence in that level. So I've got a certain level of understanding that certain people don't get exposed to, So the rich people, they get exposed to it easily. Okay, because they got influence, they got money, they'll get exposed to the people that control how things work. The rest of us, we have to make our way in there. It's either we get there on riches or smarts. How we get there on smarts is that we become useful to the rich people and then they use our brains so that they can, steal more from everybody else that's poor and suffering. And fortunately for me, I was one of those people that could be used with brains that gave me access. But those brains didn't come from, brains that don't know what they're doing. So for me, everything that I've done or that I'm doing or that I do has been programmed into me since I was a child. You understand what I'm saying? So it just comes naturally. I know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, let's say you gave me an AK-47 and I've never touched an AK-47 before. I'd be able to assemble it and disassemble it without knowing how I'm able to do it.